What it is. What it is, everybody. I'm going to attempt to start, I guess, first vlog, video, or whatever on my little channel. I'm open to any questions. Let's lay some guidelines, okay? So there is nothing I'm afraid to answer from anybody about anything. And if it is, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna answer that, or I don't think that's appropriate, or whatever. Um, Anyways, man, I got a lot of people that I really know. Like, I might have like 500 or 600 friends on like Facebook, and I probably know like 98.977 of them like personally. Not I just I have 5,000 friends or whatever. Not that that's wrong. There's nothing wrong with that or anything. I'm just saying, like, me personally, like, I know majority of my social media people, I've been told, like, hey, no, don't worry, expand your audience because most of those people probably, they, they probably won't, like, support you and stuff like that, which in life, I've seen. I think my family and my close friends and stuff have always like my family is amazing. Every single person in my family is amazing, and all my close friends. Some of them I consider family, and like brothers of another mother and sisters of another mister and all of that stuff. But um, yeah, man, I just want to talk. I just want to share some things that have been on my mind for a long time, and so I'll attempt to start that tonight. I'll try. No guarantees. Yep. Here we go. I was born in South Carolina. Many people don't know that. It ain't like a major thing, or who cares? I moved to California when I was 2.5, 3 years old, somewhere around there. Um, but I always lived in the Inland Empire. Actually, I lived in Los Angeles twice. Once for about 4 or 5 months, and then once for like 9 months, almost a year. But most of the time, I lived in the IE, the Inland Empire. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was San Bernardino, Rialto. I remember JJ Fad back in the day. JJ Fad. We used to live on Glenwood. This like had to be like the late '80s. Yeah, it had to be the '80s. Nintendo came out in '84. I don't remember exactly the year, but it was in the '80s. San Bernardino, Colton, Riverside, Moreno Valley, Sunnymead. We used to call it Sunnymead way back. I live in Loma Linda. I live in Redlands. Where else I live? I live in Ontario. I lived up the hill in Victorville, Hesperia. Um, that may be about it. But the Inland Empire, actually, San Bernardino County is the biggest county in the United States. Most people don't even know that, but it is. Just go Google it or check your facts or pull up a map and say, "Hey, show me the biggest counties in the U.S." and you'll see San Bernardino County is the biggest county. Um, Anyways, I lived there. Uh, yeah, since I moved from South Carolina, I was born in Columbia, the capital of South Carolina, and I got stories, and I want to share some. I want to share something with you, good or bad. It doesn't matter whether I was like. First of all, I don't know any ones that I'm sure like. It was like I came out on top, or like I was the good part in it. Like a lot of them was like, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a bad decision or whatever. Um, I'm just gonna try to scratch the surface. Yeah, I'm gonna try, guys. Work with me, okay? And if you know me, shoot, I had this thought several times, like, dang, how many people are crossed in life? Yeah, yeah. It, I don't know. I guess there's levels of it. Like back in the day, like, sometimes when you get to the baby daddy, baby mama thing, the baby mama think you crossed them, or the baby daddy think they crossed you crossed them, whatever that looked like. But like it's like maybe on something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I just never tried to like cross. Yeah, I didn't try to cross people. Yeah, but I got stories, man. I got some stories. I think some of them are interesting. I always wanted to write like this autobiography of like who Eric is and you know what is he about and what has he learned, what has he grown through and applied to his life and stuff like that. So I'll say this: I have never been perfect. I can't be. I ain't saying that no more. Okay, you either you know that or you don't. If you're a human, then you know that. But we try to like make better decisions. You know, I made so many messed up decisions. Oh my goodness! Like I should be way further in life in things and dreams and aspirations that I have been. Some of them I think that God has actually allowed me to do because I whatever I went through or whatever. And I'm not perfect. Look. I remember when a few years back. Look, I had look my little bottom chin grew back in. Like I had like alopecia or something, and this part of my beard like would not grow for like 6 months or something a year since I've been here in Colorado. But just tell you how imperfect I am not, or how imperfect I am. Look, we're gonna get this to connect for nothing. It just won't. Whatever. um. All right, let me go back. I don't want to start off with stories yet because I got so many of them, just like all of us do, right? We got a lot of stories, and I'll share. I'll share them no matter what, um, because they're learning points, and then some of them are hilarious and funny. It's like, wait, what? Not you, whatever. There ain't no way. Yeah, that's impossible or whatever. But um, support your boy. You want to hear some of these stories? All right, I'm trying this, guys. I'm new. Um, I looked at my social media, like as far as like Facebook. My brother, my oldest, not my oldest sister. I don't know. Wait, Bonnie. I don't know. Bonnie. I don't know. Anyways, I got to meet a sister from my dad during this time and stuff too. And I got to see her a couple times. I actually drove to see her. She came to Colorado to see me. But I remember Vonnie. I think Vonnie and Mark. Mark is my youngest brother, besides Javion. And we created Facebook. I was like, man, what is this? And then, uh, you start running into people you knew since high school and even before that and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know if this is good because I was in a different place in that. Which reminds me of a joke. When I first got to Colorado, I've been here for about 10 years. When I got to Colorado, people were like, yeah, you moved here for the weed. I said, I'm from California. I was raised all the way in California. And, you know, actually, I was born in South Carolina, but I moved to California when I was 2.5 before I even knew what it was. 3 years old, I was in California already, so all I really know is California. I didn't move to Colorado for no damn herb. Actually, my point was moving to Colorado is because I had to make some decisions in my life. Like even when I got here, I still made decisions, which I'll share those with you. I made some bad decisions. Oh my goodness, in Colorado too. I made most of my bad decisions in California, but they were all my decisions. I got nobody to blame for them or anything. But I did not move to Colorado for marijuana when I'm from California. It don't make sense. But that's some of the stuff I used to get, and I used to be like, "You have no idea." And I learned that it ain't where you're from; it's where you're at. Okay. Um, we know about California, and well, we all of us don't know, but a lot of us do. Um, forgive me if I skip around. I'm just gonna go through random thoughts that hit my brain as I'm just talking to y'all. Um, I was thinking about something early before I sidebar back to my life. I, I was thinking about this like little excerpt. Y'all tell me if this like makes sense. Like when you feel disrespected, or would you feel disrespected by this, right? And so men, even women, y'all, because women take their sons to the barbershop. Women go get their hair done by their homegirl or in the shop. But men, I want to know. This is something I thought was funny actually. You know how you get the little neck napkin before they put the cape on. You know, bam, 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 and then they put the cape on. If you walked in, whether it's your regular barber or like a new barber, you're just trying to like find a new barber um, for where you're at. And I'm not saying this happened to me. I just thought about it. But if your barber like had some toilet paper and he didn't have the neck napkin, but he wrapped toilet paper around your neck and then put the cape on. Would you feel disrespected? I just want to know. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I had to ask myself this question now. I was like, would I feel disrespected? I mean, shit. Sometimes that's what you ran out of neck napkins. I don't know if I would feel like overly disrespected. That's still cute. I guess maybe if it's Charmin or it's like the soft napkin, not that cheap two ply stuff that you get at like, you know, Dollar Tree or 99-cent store, wherever the cheap stuff used to come from. The two ply where it don't stay together, it's separate. And you pulling it and it's like it separates, like it's not two ply. It's actually just two double layers that they didn't use enough glue or whatever. But I don't know if I would feel like disrespected. I'd be like, all right, well, shit, it still work. But the other side of the coin, I was like, damn, you don't got enough napkins. In your job, if you use materials, you should have plenty. During the pandemic thing, people ran out. People was out there running to get toilet paper and stuff like that. And so I understand, but it's just a question to the men that go get your hair cut. If your barber wrapped toilet paper around your shit, would you feel disrespected? Or I think a lot of women would feel more disrespected than the men. For real. Put that shit around my baby neck. You had to wrap it toilet paper around my baby neck. What happened to your neck napkins or whatever? Hey, forgive me for laughing. I just like to laugh and stuff. And the way I think about things sometimes be different than other people. But there is a similarity um, between all of us because we're all human. So I like to, I don't know, find some humor and stuff. I don't try to find humor in um, like negatory things that like apply to people and stuff like that. I got a story when I was in 8th grade, and I used to be like a class clown. I learned this one from this specific situation, and in my stories, I'm probably gonna um, change the names to protect the innocent and the guilty. All right. And so I thought about this one last couple of days. Like, damn, if I do share that story, um, will I use that particular name? I don't know if I want to. Anyways, there was this dude I talked about, and it was like 7th grade, and you get the summer break, and I should talk about just class clowning shit. I wasn't like physical, like harmed him or anything like that. But I remember that he didn't make it like past the summer. Actually, got hit by a diesel. This happened in San Bernardino too, and the school actually dedicated like they have a plaque and a tree right in the front. It's a middle school. I don't got to give hints or anything. I think people who went to school with me at that time they probably remember because They had like the school come out in the front, and his parents came there, and I felt so bad. I was like, dang. And he was actually cool with me, and I think I was just doing some class clown stuff. In the eighth grade, I was probably what 13, 12 or 13 years old, seventh or eighth grade, and I remember he didn't make it back, and it made the paper and everything, and I felt so bad. And so I never like from that point, even if I knew better before that or not, I was like, yeah, I'm not making jokes over somebody's like downfall or because they look this way, that way, or the other way. I'll make light about some negative stuff though. But since that point, I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. Yeah, nope. So since then, I still crack jokes. And I got some of the funniest homeboys in this world and family. And my family is hilarious. And they really look. You check your family on certain things, certain levels. Y'all be having to checks and balances and stuff. But I have some of the funniest family members ever, let alone homeboys. And we're gonna get to my family and my homeboys as well. I'm gonna interview a lot of people in my family and a lot of my close homeboys. I'm already setting it up. Next time I come to California, I'm probably gonna get like 10 interviews, but I have to space it out and I have to break it down in parts. But some of my close homeboys, some of my close homeboys you wouldn't even know. You don't even know who they is. I'm still reaching out to a couple like, hey man, can I just have a quick little, 30-minute, hour interview with you and just share it with people? Help them understand things, whatever those things may be. I can't control them, but I'm trying this, guys. This is like the first one. I'm not going to hold you guys too long, um, but I'll make it just natural. And hopefully it's interesting because I'm not going to add anything extra about anything, period. And I will change the names to protect the innocent and the guilty. We ain't playing none of that. Maybe if I get approval. Maybe if I get approval from some people, I might say, "Hey, yeah, no, I talked to them. I mean, that's out of respect. Like, hey, I got the story. Remember that one time? Woo woo, man, I'm creating this channel. Woo woo. You mind if I share it and share your name?" So I'm probably most of them. I don't know because I probably won't. I'm not gonna. Can I get approval? Like, I can just say it, but I'm not gonna do that out of respect for the innocent and the guilty. Yeah. But it'll be fun, man. Get on this journey with me. I should have started this like 10 years ago. One of my homeboys, he was actually like a brother. Our families knew each other. Uh, Rest in peace, Dennis Wall. He told me to start this before I left California. He's like, man, start your little channel, man. You might be interesting enough for people to tune in and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I started doing like corny stuff. Like, I'm just who I am. And I did it, and then I like just went away. But maybe by now, um, I don't know. It would just be better. Anywho, I'm gonna end it with that for now. Born in California, moved to the Inland Empire about 2.5, 3. And I've been in Colorado for the last 10 years. Boom, I got stories. Been to Mexico a couple of times. Never been out of the country except for Mexico. But I've been in several states, so I'm gonna end it there, y'all. This message has been approved by myself, and I pray that God approved it before I approved it. So I'll holler, man. Everybody stay up, stay blessed, keep making things happen, help people, and this ain't about perfectness or nothing, but try to remember to keep God first. You're gonna believe what you're gonna believe. I'm gonna talk about God too. There's gonna be, oh yeah, what? But try to keep God in your life first. You got to believe something. All right, I'm out. This message has been approved by me and God if He allows me to post it. So we'll see. All right, man. I'll holla. Love all y'all.